Hey everyone, it's Ivan with kitbadger.com, here to bring you another gear review. Today we are continuing my battle belt series. We've made it around all the stuff I've had on there till we got around, now we're at my holster. One I've been using since before I put together my battle belt has been this ALS holster by Safariland, one of their light bearing models. My journey to find a new holster started with the necessity for a new holster. For a while I was running a Glock 17 and it had Blackhawk's light. I think it was called the Xiphos. Probably don't even make it anymore because it was a piece of crap. Bad, like the switch, not intuitive, the way it functioned. 8 batteries like crazy. Pull it out, it'd be dead. You had a strobe, never used the strobe. Nixed it, needed to find a new light. Ended up settling on this guy, SureFire X-300. Great weapon light, really pleased with it. But with that, I needed to figure out a holster for that, other than my back pocket. Enter this guy, Safariland ALS. The Safariland ALS holster is named for its automatic locking system, hence the ALS, which in turn is activated by this right here. Really natural position, thumb comes down, moves it in that direction, at which point releases all retention, you're able to draw your pistol free. That is done by this piece in here, which actually catches right in this area of your ejection port. So that piece is going to go ahead and lock in there. Locks in securely, depress this, comes out. Also in here you can see it is suede lined if you actually care about the finish of your pistol. Spray paint, I obviously don't, but there's that as well. On the back here, there's 3 different screws, and these are used for mounting all sorts of different options. And then over here, promptly lost this, but there's basically a tensioning screw if you want to adjust the amount of tension, namely on the light as opposed to the rest of the pistol. Hands down, my favorite feature with this holster is the ALS, that automatic locking system. With traditional kydex holsters, maybe if you spend the money, you have a good one with a little tensioning set screw. Hopefully that stays in place so you have consistent draw. Otherwise, some of the cheaper ones are just riveted together and you get what you get. Albeit you can have some good ones, but you can also have some really tight ones. So you either get in there and file stuff or you fight through it. And what can end up happening is you'll go ahead, grab your pistol, you'll go to draw, and you're going to try and jerk this thing because you want to break it free of the kydex. What ends up happening, can happen, is it gets canted a little or it's just really tight, and so you pull your pistol and the holster and your belt and your pants and it's a big mess. Pretty much hard pull that thing. Whereas with the ALS, as long as you're not stupid and you don't miss the thumb retention, as soon as you depress it, pistol comes out free. Super smooth, easy, nothing. There's no, once that retention's gone, it just draws free. So there's no hard pulls. You're not trying to jerk this thing out, which I actually really like about this holster. Safariland offers a whole ton of different options for mounting this holster. This one right here is just their belt loop. This is what I actually use for on my battle belt. I'm able to run my inner belt, that Cobra belt buckled First Spear Assaulter's gun belt, comes out of the Brocos battle belt, weaves through here, then goes back into the battle belt. Allows me all the MOLLE, but still allows me to go ahead and use this for a mounting platform. They also have ones that drop the pistol down lower, so you can be drawing from down here, which is really nice, more ergonomic, really fast. Issue being with that, you go to sit in a vehicle, law enforcement, or running convoys overseas, whatever it may be, and it pushes your belt and everything up. You can't sit down with it, so that's a drag. And then of course, if you end up too high, depending on, say, your unit or something, if you run side plates on a plate carrier, you'll run into issues where you can't draw this thing out because your side plates are in the way. At which point they also have drop legs, all sorts of stuff, as well as MOLLE, like it'll clip straight into MOLLE, another option. And then they also offer a quick detach plate, which is nice, especially if you get one of the more expensive holsters, like made for like a light and an optic and all this other stuff. Allows you to go ahead and take that one holster with that mounting plate and put it on different platforms and maintain your one holster, which is pretty cool. If you want to pick one of these up, It can be challenging to find the right holster you're looking for. You can go on Safariland's website and basically there's kind of a holster finder. It's like this big series of drop-down menus. The naming convention they use, you pretty much need to be a cryptologist to figure it out. You need an Enigma machine. It's this huge series of numbers. Everyone stands for something, type of pistol, type of light, left hand, right hand, textured holster, color, all these different things. This one, for example, Glock 17, SureFire X-300 or TLR, 6378-832-4611. Gets kind of crazy. One nice thing about these holsters too though is, for example, I was on different contracts. On one contract we had Glock 17, another contract had a Glock 19. This will hold your pistol without a tack light on there. And there's a little bit of movement, but if you haven't lost your set screw, you can actually adjust that, get rid of that. But even with the Glock 19, with my SureFire, no issues whatsoever with retention. So nice to not have to go out and buy a whole nother holster just because switching back and forth between pistols. Good holster. Best place I've found to find them is Amazon. About 52 bucks for this holster for the Glock 17 with SureFire light or TLR1 Streamlight. And if memory serves, it comes with this belt loop plate as well as the concealment plate, if that works for you. At any rate, thanks for joining us at kidbadger.com. Look forward to seeing you next time.
Emergency, baby, I ain't wonder when I'm gonna get your bridges up.